Before I start the video, I just want to say there are going to be obsession spoilers, obviously. If you haven't watched it, then I don't care. Watch the video too. I need likes, I need subscribes. You know what I mean? So hook me up with those if that'd be super duper nice. But yeah, so bro, it's so obvious that Sara likes Bear and Bear likes Nikki. But, you might not know it, but Bear absolutely likes Sara too. Like, if you look at the scene where they're both in the car together right before the brick thing happens, you can obviously see that that he is attracted to Sara. He was going to kiss her. He was into Sara. And I think he knows that. Okay? Sara, beautiful, awesome, amazing, cool. And he decides instead to go for Nikki. And for a lot of people, that might be really, really confusing. But for me, I feel like I actually understand why. You see, since Sarah's actually attracted to Bear, and Bear can probably pick up on the signs, he actually sees a future with her, right? Like he could imagine it possibly happening, and it could really happen. Like the things he thinks about could actually happen. However, with Nikki, she likes him like a brother, like no attraction at all in that way whatsoever. There's no actual chance of it really happening. He can kind of make up in his mind what this means. If you go back to the first person I ever dated, we had these conversations, and I remember this one vividly, where she said that she would give up her own life for me, and I agreed the same way, despite the fact we had been talking maybe a week. Like we did not know each other at all in the slightest. We weren't necessary for each other's life, and like we'd still give up our own lives. The reason why was because there was no talking at all. I didn't know anything on a deeper level. You see, with yourself, you know yourself probably the best out of anyone. And you see every single flaw, every little thing. However, if there's somebody else, like a celebrity, like someone you watch, someone on social media, their relationships, their personality, who they are as a person, they're so far away that you can idealize it, right? You make up your own thing. I didn't know her at all, and that's why I was like, yeah, I'd give up my own life because I saw no flaws at all because I'm so far away. I'm so detached, I don't know enough. In the same way, Bear didn't know enough about Nikki at all, right? He didn't see any flaws because he could idealize what their relationship would be like because it was so far away. The further away you are from something, the easier it is to idealize it, you know? Meanwhile, with Sara, it was right there. Right there in front of him was a chance. There was no way to idealize it because it was something that could just happen, right? And you can see it in the same way that Bear doesn't wish for any rejection, anything to go wrong with this idealized version of Nikki, that he's given the chance so many times to actually tell her how he feels. And yet he throws it out every single time. Not a single time does he ever actually be like, hey, Nikki, I like you. And even if she said no, that would be better because it would make it real instead of just being something in his head. And I think that's what he was scared of. He was scared of, if I actually go out and do this, this is something real and it has to follow real expectations. Meanwhile, he could live in this la la land, which he does. That's what he wants, is to live in this la la land. That's why he broke the one with Willow. That's why he kept her there. That's why he was gonna just like, he didn't care about her in the slightest. He only cared about the relationship he could have with her. And that's probably part of the reason why it would never work out. With Sara, he cared about Sara as a person. He cared when she died. He cared when bad things happened to her. Meanwhile, Nikki is trapped in her own body by Bear, and he's not going out and he's not helping her in the slightest, not at all. You see, you always have to take in perspective, like hold reality. You have to be close to something to actually know it. Don't ever be like, just because I don't see the flaws means there's none, right? That's absolutely idiotic of you to think, but that's how most people think. You'll think on a surface level most of your life, unless you actually take the time to dig deep, think deeper. And that's what happens. Bear doesn't do that. Bear stays on the surface level because the surface level is super easy, super light, super breezy. Doesn't got to worry about a single thing that goes on. He stands way back, far away from this relationship with Nikki. Meanwhile, his relationship with Sara is right there, right? Totally possible to happen. And he can see all the flaws that would happen in it, right? He could see that they would have troubles. They would have this, they would have that. But with Nikki, he can just make up his own version of Nikki, of what she's going to be like when he's dating her. And I think that's part of what the movie's about, is You have to hold things to reality, right? You can't live in that la la land surface because that's how people get hurt. If you're not thinking deep enough, then you lead to people getting hurt. I've done this in my own life. If I'm just sitting on this surface level, right, not thinking deeper, then I can find it way easier to do bad things to people, right? I can make up for making fun of somebody to make myself better if I just sit on that surface level. But as soon as I go home and I sit down and I think to myself and I'm like, man, I really did that. I did that. And you'll see it. You always have to be thinking about what you're doing. You have to be putting it into reality, right? Don't just look at the surface level of things, right? Things are going on deeper. You can't just ignore it. Like, don't be like Bear. Bear was a horrible guy. He's basically the villain of the movie, if you think about it. Or the one which Willow's the villain, or Nikki's the villain. Bear's the villain. Okay, that's just how it works. Okay, one wish Willow, inanimate object in which he abuses. Right, it's like Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet or whatever. Right, it's a tool for him to do horrible things, and that's what he does. He lets himself do horrible things. Anyways, that's just what I was thinking. I need to post more videos, so I decided I'd pump this one out. And please subscribe, comment if you have anything to say about it. Give me your opinion on it. Like it. I'm in a challenge to see who can get the most subscribers, and like I think I got like maybe like 30 days left. Yeah, I got 27 days left at the moment of recording this. So please go ahead, help me out. It means a lot. Yeah.